In few minutes, I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew this dress that we are seeing currently on the screen. This is an overlapped dress with a keyhole and a tight waistband. We can actually call it a crop top. If this is your first time on my channel, you're welcome. Please like, comment and share, and subscribe to my channel. And to my old subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the like. Thank you. Without too much ado, let's go straight into the tutorial. You are welcome back to the class. So this is the pattern. We are going to be using it to cut out we are going to draft it on pattern first before we use it to cut the fabric, so that we can actually get a clear understanding. So here I'm going to be entering my guideline, which is half an inch. I will mark half an inch like so, and I'm going to connect it together to form a straight line. So afterwards, I'm going to be dividing my nipple to nipple measurements into two. My nipple to nipple measurement is 8 inches divided by 2 is going to give me 4. Okay, and I'm going to be adding 2 inches for the pleats that we have at the that area of this top. I'm going to be adding 2 inches allowance to it. Okay, you can add more than 2 inches if you want. Okay, so I'm going to mark 6 inches now and connect it to form a straight line like so. So afterwards, I'm going to be entering my underbust line. Okay, my original underbust is 13 inches, but because of the nature of this overlapping dress that we are making, I'm going to be adding 2 inches to it, making 15. Whatsoever your underbust line is, just add 2 inches to it, so you are going to get your answer. So I'm going to mark my 15 inches like so, and I'm going to extend the shoulder line like so. So the next thing, I'm going to be writing the name. So I'm going to be entering my waistline as well. My original waistline is 17, but because of this tie that we are making, I'm going to let it come down a little bit from my waistline. So I'm going to add 3 inches allowance to it. So I'm going to be marking 20 inches here. So whatsoever your waistline is, just add 3 inches or your desired length. If you want it to be longer than this, just add whatsoever desired length that you want. So I'm going to enter my shoulder line. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is going to give me 8, and I will enter the neck with 3 inches and the depth 3 inches. I'm using 3 by 3 for this neckline like so, and I connected it. The next thing, I'm going to take my shoulder slope, which is 1 inch, and I will connect it directly to my neck width. Okay, so now I'm going to take my armhole. I'm going to be covering my armhole, and to do that, my chest circumference divided by 4 divided by 6 plus 1.5. So whatsoever your answer is, just enter it, and this is going to form my chest line. So to curve my armhole, I'm going to divide my bust circumference by 4 plus half an inch is allowance, and my bust circumference is 36 divided by 4 is 9 plus half an inch is going to give me 9.5. I'm going to enter 9.5 like so, and I will go up and down my armhole line by half of my armhole, which is 4, and I will enter half an inch just to curve my armhole like so. So after I'm done with this, we are going to be working with our neckline, the curve that is there, the keyhole and the overlapping. So I will come down from my neck depth by 1 inch or 1.5 inches, depends on how many buttons you want to put on this. And from that neck, my shoulder line, I'm going to come down by 7 for the opening of that keyhole. If you want your own to be open more than that, you can actually come down more than 7 inches. So I will enter half an inch, and I will use it to curve my keyhole like so. Please don't curve more than half an inch, so that it's not going to be wider more than your desired something. Okay, but if you want it to be more wider, you can add more than half an inch. So I will extend my neck depth by 1 inch from the keyhole and from the neck depth like so for my button allowance, and I will mark it like so. So I'm going to extend my underbust line to connect my overlapping. So I will just take a curve ruler, and I will place it at that keyhole to have a continuity of that curve. Okay, so I'm going to place a slighted curve ruler, okay, to make it curve like so. So this is what I have, and overlapping normally used to gap. Okay, it will gape. So to avoid the gaping, I'm going to enter my nipple to nipple measurement like so, which is 4 inches. Again, I will mark it from my waistline to my underbust line like so. So afterwards, I'm going to be connecting this. I want to just tighten the gaping. Okay, to do that, the way I place my ruler from the chest line, just come down by 2.5 to that line and just connect it the way I did. Okay, just connect it like so, and from that mark that I mark, I will go up by 1 inch. Okay, and I will connect it to the nipple line as well like that. And I'm going to be closing this like so. I'm going to be closing it. You can cut it out and place it on top of each other, but I'm going to be closing my own like so. Just watch what I'm doing. It's not hard. If you don't understand this place, just rewind it and rewatch it. We are just trying to avoid gaping, okay, at the neckline. Normal is normal, it's used to gape, so you just need to tighten it like this. So this is what I have, and we can see that our overlapping line, the overlapping line is actually not accurate again. It's not straight. So I'm going to still place my curve ruler like so to make it accurate, okay. So just watch what I'm doing. Just slighted, okay. I just reconnect my overlapping line like so. So now the next thing, you can see our line is not really accurate again, so I'm going to be straightening up my line like so. And the next thing, I'm going to retake my nipple to nipple measurement, okay. I'm going to be retaking my nipple to nipple measurement, but before that, I'm going to enter my waist circumference. The waist circumference I'm working with is 32 divided by 4 is going to give me 8 inches, then plus his allowance is going to give me 8.5, and I will connect it directly to my chest line, my bust line, okay. So I'm going to be entering my nipple to nipple measurement again, as our line has been shifted. So from that new line that we have, I'm going to enter 4 inches and I will mark it. We don't actually need that here. The 2 inches that we added to the overlapping line, we are going to be pleating it, but we still need to notch that nipple to nipple measurement, okay. So I'm done with the drafting of the front, and you can see the way I'm cutting it out like so. If you have watched to this area, please subscribe to this channel, like, comment and share. And I'm going to be dropping a community WhatsApp in this in the comment section, so that if you have any question at all, any style you want me to recreate, you can just drop it on the community WhatsApp. Like this one I'm requesting now, a person actually requested for this style, and I hope I'm actually able to fulfill the promise, or to come up with this style properly. So just let me know if you don't understand what I'm doing here. You let me know. I'm just trying to cut out the pattern, okay. I'm not going to, I want us to see the way I'm cutting it out. So guys, this is what I have. I've cut it out successfully. This is the band, and you can see I notched the upper part of the band for me to know that this is the up and this is the down, okay. So we are going to be cutting out the back pattern. I've entered my my zipper line, which is 1.5, and I've entered my guideline, and I'm entering my shoulder 8 inches. The neck depth I'm using here is 1.5, while the neck width is the same thing with the front, which is 3 inches. So I'm using 3 inches width and 1.5 inches depth, and I'm going to enter my shoulder slope, which is 1 inch. I will connect it directly to my neck width like so. I will enter my armhole, the same thing I did at the front. That's the same. I'm just showing us the back pattern, so that we see how I actually eliminated the zipper bulge in this place. So I will connect my armhole like so, and to the round armhole I will go up by 4, and I will enter my chest circumference, with my bust circumference divided by 4 plus half an inch is allowance, okay. I'm going to connect it like so. And the next thing, I'm going to be entering my waistline, which is 16 inches, okay. And the 16 inches, and the length that I'm actually using for this gown, for this top, is 20 inches. So I'm going to enter 20 inches as well. Sorry, my waistline that I use here is 15 inches actually, and the length that I use for the front is 20. So I'm going to repeat 20 for the front of this place as well. So I'm just trying to connect my lines together like so. The next thing I'm going to be doing, I will enter my nipple to nipple measurement as well, which is 4 inches like I did for the front. I will connect it like so. So I just like to connect it to the chest to reach the chest line. So after I'm done, I'm going to come down from chest line by 2 inches, and I will enter my half an inch by half an inch from the waistline, and I will connect it directly to that 2 inches that I came down with by the chest line. I'm just trying to enter my that leg here, okay. Though I'm not going to cut it out, I can close it up, or I will notch it and pick it on the fabric. So my waist circumference plus 1 inch that allowance, okay, I've entered it. The next thing, I'm going to be tightening my zipper bulge, and to do that, from the waistline I will come up by 1 inch, okay, and I will connect it directly to the waist circumference like so. And I'm going to be cutting it out from that place that I went up by 1 inch. I will cut it out, and I'm going to be closing it, okay. I will cut it, and I will just see the way I close it, I will just place it on top of the original waistline and I will close it like so. So I'm going to be using my paper tape to close it down. If you have a gum around with you can just use gum to just close it up, okay? But I'm using my paper tape here to close it up. Please like, comment and share if you have been enjoying this tutorial, and check some other tutorial again on my channel. So now this is what I have after I close it up. I'm going to go ahead now and just cut this out before we eliminate the zipper area too. So like I said, subscribe to this channel and try to join the community WhatsApp so that you can actually drop a style, any style you want us to recreate. You can actually drop it in the community WhatsApp. Okay, so now I'm going to be tightening my zipper side as well. From that waistline, I will go in by 0.75 inches, okay, and I will connect it. I'll take my ruler, I will connect it to the neck depth like that, okay, and I will connect it to the waist, to the length of the top like so. And I'm going to be cutting this, I'm going to be cutting it out like so. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to, okay, this is the back, and I'm going to be cutting two of these pattern, okay. I will notch the zipper side like I said earlier, or I will close it totally. So I've used my pattern to cut my fabric, as you can see, okay. This is my front. Sorry for that paper tape at the middle, okay, it's a little bit, I don't know how I use scissors to cut this, so I had to gum it back, so that what happened. So now I'm going to be notching the that side, okay, just to know that this is my dart. And I added 1.5 inches sewing allowance to the side, okay, to join. You can know we did not add sewing allowance to the pattern, so I'm just trying to, I added sewing allowance to the band and to the upper part as well. This is the back, okay. Like so. I'm going to pin it down. I will mark it for us to see, so that we are going to see how I'm going to be sewing it on the sewing machine, okay. I will mark it like so, the neckline, the keyhole and the overlapping like so, okay. I will mark this one. I will mark the second part as well, okay. And I will take us afterwards, I will take us to the sewing machine, and I'm going to show us how we are going to be joining this together, okay. The back as well, I'm going to place the lining, okay, the right side facing the right side, both the lining and the fabric, okay. Please like, comment and share, please, and subscribe. Thank you for doing so. So like that, I'm going to take this to the sewing machine. I will turn the neck and I will turn the down side, okay. So here at the sewing machine, I'm just trying to join what I show us on the table right now, okay. That is what I'm trying to do. After I sew this, I'm going to notch every cuff area, okay. The armhole, the overlapping, the neck depth, I'm going to cuff it like so, okay. And I've turned it inside out. This is the second one. I'm going to notch it. I will notch it, the coffee area, okay, and I'm going to turn it inside out like so. I will take it to the ironing table. I'm going to iron it flat, okay. So this is the back as well. I will sew the neck. After I sew the neck, I'm going to sew the down part, okay. I will sew the down part as well. You know, we are using lining to turn up the hem line, the down line, okay. I will sew it like so, and after I sew it, I'm going to be closing the zipper side as well. That is what I'm just trying to do here, okay. I'm going to close the zipper side like I said, okay. So I will first of all iron it out before I will take my my dart. So this is what I have after I iron this. You can see it's very neat, and the our style have actually come out very neat. Okay, I reduced my button allowance because I'm just going to be using one button, but if you're using two, leave it at that 1.5 inches. So the 2 inches we added to the overlapping, I'm going to be pleating the that side like so, just like two pleats. Okay, two pleat, 1 inch and another 1 inch. I will just pleat it like so. I'll first of all pin it, and I will take it to the sewing machine to pleat it like so. Okay, and after I pleat it, I'm going to show us the next thing to do. Okay, so like, comment and share, please and please and please. So after I'm done sewing, I'm going to take my band. Okay, I've already joined the I've already sewn the pleats to it. Okay, and I'm trying to match it up. You must let it match before you overlap it. Try to match it up at the shoulder. Okay, so that it will not be dragging each other. You don't have shortage at the end of the day. Let it match at the upper part. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to do here. And after I'm done, okay, I'm going to notch my take this cloth together. Okay, like so. You can see I'm just trying to tell you I've joined it together, I've joined the overlapping together, and I'm going to notch the midpoint. After I join it together, I'm going to notch the midpoint so that I can attach my band to it. I notch my band at the center front as well, so I'm going to pin it like so. And the lining of the band, I notch the lining of the back at the midpoint too. I'm going to be placing it at the inner side so that I can use it to turn all those rough sewn, I will use it to turn it inside out. So now I've gone ahead to join the band and the lining like so. You can see it's very neat. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using this lining to, I notice I have excess at the band, so I'm going to cut the excess out, and I'm going to be using the lining to turn the down part of our band. Okay, I will pack all the dress inside the band like that, and I'm going to drag the lining and the band together so that I can sew it. I will use the lining to turn my fabric. Okay, so I first pin it down. After I pin, just rewatch this, just watch what I'm doing. It's not hard. Okay, I've done sewn it, and I'm going to be bringing it out from the, you can see we have two openings, so it's very easy to come out. So I'm going to bring it out like so, and after I brought it out, this is what I have. Okay, it's looking very neat and beautiful. Okay, so the next thing, I'm going to be placing back on top of this front. Okay, you can see it matches at the down part, so I'm going to be joining the shoulder. Okay, after I join the shoulder, I'm going to close the zipper side. Okay, so that I can take my measurements. So I'm done joining the shoulder, and as you can see, I've actually closed down my zipper side so that I will be taking my measurement from my back. Okay, I will take the measurement from the back. So my bust circumference is 36 divided by 4. Whatever I have left, I'm going to be taking it. The waist circumference divided by 4. Whatever I have left, I'm going to be taking it. Okay, I will take this to the sewing machine. I'm going to sew it together, and I'm going to be attaching a bishop sleeve and my zipper, and I'm going to show us the final look. Okay, so guys, this is what I have. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so I added my sleeve to it. As you can see, the sleeve has a half an inch elastic. There's an half an inch elastic. Okay, at the down side, at the wrist area. Okay, so if you don't know how to cut the bishop sleeve, just let me know in the comment section. I will make a video on it. Thank you so much. If you have watched to this area, please and please like, comment and share, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, bye bye.